All right, here is the last part to show you. This is part 3 for the evolution lab, and this is to show you how to actually do the lab section. So you should have watched the video Evolution 101, and you should have completed the knowledge check. You should have clicked on Mission 1 Training Trees, and you should have watched the Training Trees video and completed the knowledge check. And now what we're going to do is we're going to click on Red, Green, and Gecko. Okay, so this is going to be your first part of your mission. All right, so here's how the lab works. It gives you an idea. It says, drag these two species into the center of the screen to start building your tree. We're going to actually be making a tree. So here's a gecko, here's a palm tree. It says, now drag the shared trait onto the tree. Here's how you know the traits. If I click on this little magnifying glass, I can actually go and I can look at the traits. So here it has gold dust day gecko, has cells with nuclei, is heterotrophic. Okay, and it gives you a little bit more information about the gecko. Here's the tree, has cells with nuclei, is photosynthetic autotrophic. All right, so the gecko and the palm tree do have a trait in common. They have cells with nuclei. So when you've solved the puzzle correctly, all the circles above the tree will be filled in. Okay, so here's the next thing. Here we have a mushroom. Here's another species and 2 more traits. Click the magnifying glass to gather the information you need about each species. So we're going to have to look at the species and see what traits they have. So here we added 2 new traits, photosynthetic, autotrophic, heterotrophic. Okay, so I'm going to look at the mushroom. The mushroom has cells with nuclei. The gecko has cells with nuclei. The tree has cells with nuclei. So all of these organisms are going to have cells with nuclei. So every single one of them will have this blue dot light up. So now here's what we have to figure out. We have to figure out these 2 remaining traits, heterotrophic and autotrophic. So if I go and look, if I look at the mushroom's heterotrophic. If I look at the gecko is heterotrophic. If I look at the palm tree, it's autotrophic. So that means that the mushroom and the gecko are both heterotrophic, and the palm tree is autotrophic. If you do this correctly, the dots should all light up. So it says, now that you've completed the first puzzle, answer the question, is an animal or a plant more closely related to a fungus? So here's your fungus, here's your mushroom. The organism that's most closely related to it is the gecko, and that is actually an animal. So here's what's going to happen when you do this. When you get to this screen and you've completed your phylogenetic tree and you've answered the question, I am going to ask you to print your screen. You're going to click your button that says print screen. That takes a picture of your screen, and you are going to copy it into either a discussion post or a Google Doc or a message to me. I'll let you know, but you are going to actually have to save. You're going to have to copy and save the screen for your last part when you do this. So like for mine, if I look at this, I copied and pasted. So here's my screenshot. I put that into the PowerPoint. Okay, so when you are finished with, when you've gotten to the last part of the section with the mission and you've answered the question, you're going to be taking a screenshot and you're going to be showing that to me. So just so you know that, so you don't accidentally X out and then not have it saved. The other thing is you can log in to this lab. I would highly recommend using your Google account from school, but if you log into the lab, it will actually save your progress so that you won't have to continue to go back and redo things. All right, if you have any questions with things as you start to go through them, please remember office hours are from 1 to 2.